So
Also at a
yeah.
point where, hasn't one of the main voice actors passed away at this point? I thought
someone passed away, and that was
the gentleman that did like Abu and like a couple of the other, did that guy?
so they've changed their voices. So was it Harry Shearer?
Hmm.
Stopped voicing non-white characters.
Okay.
So Dr. Hibbert is voiced by someone different.
Okay.
Apu is voiced by someone different. And I think the best example of that I've ever seen is in Family Guy, where they stopped having Cleveland being voiced by, I forget the original actor's name, Mike Henry.
Okay.
And they recast him, but the guy they got does a flawless impression of Mike Henry's Cleveland.
Yeah.
To the point, I can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
Like, I'm listening, I'm looking for inflection, and it's so spot on. It just kind of feels like how a voice slightly changes over time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's so wild. You go back and you can definitely see this in the newer seasons, listening to, for one, Marge's voice actor.
Mm-hmm.
Her voice has gotten very, very rough with age and very weak.
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. Burns as well does not sound like Mr. Burns anymore.
Okay.
And they've been on for 37 years. How is that even possible?
Well, what's interesting, first of all, was that a cultural sensitivity thing, you think, as to why?
I think so. I think it was just finally like, especially with Apu, because he was seen as such a stereotype.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Dr. Hibbert doesn't really tick a lot of the harmful stereotype buttons, but Apu, being like a Quickie Mart owner who like has a very, very over the top Indian accent, you know, and becoming like a slur that people would use, like, hey, Apu, type of thing to people from India. So I can see why they'd change him for sure.
Sure.
Right.
But I'll tell you what, in the voice actor community, I'm sure there's the possibility and the likelihood, more or less the likelihood that there's going to be somebody out there that can emulate a voice, if not exactly, really, really close. Good example of that was the cancellation of what's his head from Rick and Morty, and then Rick and Morty needed to be recast, and there was two specific separate voice actors that took over those two roles, both of which 95%. When Rick raises his voice, it sounds a little different. But for the most part, it's pretty spot on,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that people stopped caring about Rick and Morty, I think, for the most part. I haven't watched that show in years now.
Yeah, it's been a while for me as well.
I probably should. I should just sit down, watch Rick and Morty, and just get it over with. See what they're doing. Watch Bob's Burgers. Just have a cartoon day.
That's right. I mean, cartoons pull you out of, whatever
Seriously.
crazy reality is happening to us on this planet.